An airplane flying at 400 km per hour at a constant altitude of 5 km is approaching a camera mounted on the ground. How fast does the camera have to rotate in order to keep the plane view when the angle is 60 degrees? Okay. So we start by drawing a good diagram. Okay, assuming this is the camera, and this is the plane. So it's approaching the camera, and they said the plane is 5 km down here, and assuming this is the distance from that's the vertical distance for this. Assuming this point from here to here is, let's call it x. Or as the plane is approaching the camera, x is decreasing. So the change is negative since it's decreasing. So they said it's flying at a speed of, so we see that the x over dt will be minus 400 km per hour. So our main aim is to find, as the plane is approaching this, the angle here, that's the way the camera is moving, would be changing. So let's call it theta. So our main aim is to find the theta over dt. So that's it. So we need to solve. So from this, we'll know that tan theta is opposite over adjacent, which implies that x is equal to 5 over tan theta, which is 5 cot theta. So since we are looking for the theta over the t, we need to differentiate both sides with respect to t. So we have the x over the t is now equal to 5. If we differentiate cot, you have minus cosec squared. So the theta over the t. So that's the derivative of cot. And we are looking for the theta over t, making the theta over the t the subject of formula. So this goes over to, so the reciprocal of cosec is sine. So we now have minus 1 over 5 sine square theta dx over dt. You get this cosec goes to this goes down, so it's 1 over cosec here. So 1 over cosec is sine, so that's why it's sine squared. Y minus 5 goes down to be minus 1 over 5. So we substitute. They said at what, when theta is 60 degrees, we see that the theta over dt is now minus 1 over 5 sine square 60 times dx over dt is minus 400. So we'll solve, we finish up. So we see that the theta over dt is now minus, so we have 5 and 400 is 80. Minus times minus is positive. Sine 60 is root 3 over 2 all squared. So I have 80 times 3 over 4. So we have 60. So the angle is changing at the rate of 60 radian per hour, because the time is in hour. So that's the answer. As you can see, it's changing as it's coming close. The angle will be increasing as it moves here. So that's why it's positive. But and also as the speed as it's approaching, the distance is closing. That's why it's negative. So that's the answer.